Harness Master George here. Today I want to show you how you can make your own tonfa at home using some PVC materials and things you can get at like a Lowe's or a Home Depot or a hardware store. So it's going to look something like this as the finished product. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a tee, which looks like this. You're going to need 3 PVC caps, which look like this. And then you're going to need a piece of, I use 3/4 inch, you can use PVC or cpvc. The difference is if you use cpvc, it's definitely stronger against impact. So if you're going to do drills with this where you're actually striking things, the cpvc is going to hold up a little bit better for you. But you can use PVC too, that's okay. But I would say you need about a 3 to 4 foot length of that to get started, okay? So, and you're going to need to cut it into pieces. So the way it's going to work is, what you want to do is you want to take your tee and you want to measure from the center of your palm down to about 1 inch past your elbow. So if you had this in your hand, you can imagine like holding it like this. You basically want to measure from the center of that tee down to 1 inch past your elbow and see what that length is. You're going to cut one piece to that length. Don't forget, you have to have part of it fit inside the tee, so make sure you measure to the middle of the tee. That way you have the length that actually sticks in. So that's your first piece. You're going to need another piece that's going to stick out of the top, and you need enough room that you can fit the entire width of your hand plus the cap on top. So this piece is too big, but you want to make sure that you have enough room to fit your entire palm, and then the cap, you don't want it to be too tight. So this is for, a smaller child. My hand doesn't quite fit without grabbing onto the cap, so I wouldn't want one this small. I would make this piece a little bit longer. And then your third piece, this one is less critical, but you want this piece to be about 2 to 3 inches long, I would say. If you're making one for a child, probably about 2 inches. If you're making one for an adult, probably closer to 3 inches. And then you're going to put the cap on the end. So the way it goes together, you take your long piece, you're going to put that into the tee, put a cap on the end. You're going to take the piece that you measured for your hand, that's going to go out the top, put a cap on the end, and then the short piece is going to go on the opposite end of the tee, put the cap on the end. I do recommend that you use some glue, preferably the PVC glue, to glue this thing all together so that it's nice and solid. The glue that comes for PVC is like a purple type of glue that you can use, well, the purple's the primer actually, and then the glue goes on top, so you could use that. You could use other glues as well. You just want to make sure that the pieces don't spin inside the tee once it's done. And then when you're finished, then you have your tonfa, so you can do your different techniques and strikes and things like that. We're going to be going over in some videos some tonfa techniques over the next couple of weeks, so you can build this. The material that you need to build it probably costs you about $4 to $5 in total, and you can get it at any hardware store. So hopefully that clears things up for you. I'll put a list of the materials in the description also, so you can see it there, and hopefully you'll be able to put it together. All right, Tung Su.